Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. So today I have, you know what? I had about 75 different ideas in my head. Good morning, Sue. I had like all these different ideas and I couldn't narrow it down to what we're going to create in our art journals today. So I was thinking about where it should all take us. Good morning, Debbie. And as I do sometimes in the morning, I'm sure the rest of you do too, I was eating my breakfast. Good morning, Keels. I was eating my breakfast and I was perusing social media, and I came across a quote that I thought, this embodies exactly what I feel like, exactly what I feel every day. And so I thought, what if we started with the quote and we let the art just let the quote inspire the art journaling entry, right? So here's the quote. Are you ready? I got it from my friend Monica, who's a fellow artist, and she's just, oh my gosh, she's just the most fabulous. Anyway, here's the quote. So you might want to write this down because I think this is what we're going to incorporate this quote into our art journaling entry for today. The whole culture is telling you to hurry, while the art tells you to take your time. Always listen to the art. Junot Diaz. And I wrote, the art tells. There we go. So write that down. That's our starting point this morning. We're going to start in a different way. All of the ideas that I had in my head were, what are we going to do for our background? And then what are we going to do on top? And And I thought, I need to slow my brain down a little bit. And let's start with the words and see where that takes us. What do you think of that? Everybody up for an organic session this morning? So here's our quote again. The whole culture is telling you to hurry, while the art tells you to take your time. Always listen to the art. And it's by Junot Diaz. Junot Diaz, D-I-A-Z. And he's an amazing author. So, is everybody ready? So I'm just going to get my art journal out and paper towel, a big drink. I have some September flowers, some September asters that I have printed on on copy paper, and I've covered with. Thank you so much, Keely. You rock. So I've printed it on copy paper, and I've covered it with watered down watercolor ground. So, and I kind of have this vision of using all the flowers. That's what I'm kind of feeling. So I'm going to cut them apart. Somehow I want to incorporate them all on one page. It's just easier to paint them sometimes when they're cut apart. Oops. Okay. And this morning I think I'm going to use, remember when I introduced that I had gotten the Tim Holtz watercolor colored pencils, and I had showed you how we could make watercolor with the shavings. So I have two colors here. I have fossilized amber and picked raspberry. Those are the two that I have so far. I'm thinking I might want to make some more, so that's kind of where I'm feeling like I'm going to go this morning. I have 3 more pans that are just sitting here, so I will pick 3 other colors. That's kind of where I'm feeling. So I'm going to pull my... So I'm also going to find a page in my art journal. I think that I have a page in here. Good morning, Maureen. Who else is here? Hi, Lynn and Sharon. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Tam. And Donna and Keels and Debbie. So nice. Hi, Vicky. So these 2 pages in my art journal, I believe that I coated them with watercolor ground. Could have been gesso. I don't remember. But either one is going to kind of give me what I kind of want. So I think I'm going to work from here. I did want to say, remember the other day we did the mandalas? We did a messy mandala. Can I tell you, I want to do this again. That was so much fun. Like I worked on it and I worked on it in class, and I just left it open on my desk. And then every now and again I came over and did a little something. And I left it and I went and did other things, and I came back. I'm taking this class, and one of the things they talked about and to incorporate in your day is what can you accomplish in 10 minutes? And they call it dolphin brain. So think about if you just dedicate 10 minutes after class, not immediately, like throughout your day, just come back for 10 minutes and go about your day and do your normal things, and then come back for 10 minutes. I'm telling you, you'll see it fresh every time. So I want to do this again. I hope that all of you want to do this again. I'm thinking next week we do this again. Something fun. Let me know your thoughts. So I'm going to go back to my page, and I think I'm going to create on this side. I'm always create on the right side, so I'm going to force myself to create on the left side today. So I'm going to get those, I have these 3 other pans. So these are the colors, like I said, that I have now. And I think, let's come in with salvaged patina. I was going to do cracked pistachio. Nope, you know what? Peeled paint, crushed olive. Peeled paint, crushed olive. Which one are we going to use? I really like crushed olive, but I like that let's do peeled paint, because that's my it's jumping out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I'm going to take the top off my, you know, I have about 5,000 other pencil sharpeners around here, but of course I'm just digging this one right now. So I'm just going to sharpen this one over this piece of paper, and then get it all into my pan. And I still don't know exactly what I want to do with my background. Anybody thinking of their background yet? Good morning, Sarah. Hi, Anne. Hi, Marcy. Good morning, Karen. Let's see, what do we have? Let's get some kind of a blue. So I have, what blues do I have? Oh, that's that lilac is really pretty. Oh, what about an orange? Yep, spice marmalade. Let's go there. Hi, Kathleen. Okay, one more color. I'm thinking, how about Mermaid Lagoon? That looks nice. A nice blue. Oh, what was this one? Faded Jeans. Faded Jeans seems more of a fit. See, there you go. You can try whatever you ding dang please, Tam. That's why I said everybody just needs to get their artsy arsenals out. Whatever your artsy arsenal is. I don't ever want anybody to think they have to use exactly what I'm using. It helps if it's a water-based something, right? Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to start mixing up my paints. And hopefully that will kind of give me an idea where I want to go. Let's get our brush out. I think, you know what? I have this little... Hi, Joni. Getting some water. There we go. Add some water to each of these little pans of color. And I see that I have like a little bit of green and blue in the orange, and I have a little bit of something in the blue. I'm not sure just yet. But let's just kind of work that in. Just like any water-based product. Remember we talked about add your water and then work that water in. It's not enough to just have the water on top, right? You need to work the water into the pigment. Okay, there's pink done. Let's see if I... So I think I want to Hi Chris, good morning. So I'm making paint out of my shavings from my Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils. Look at that, so pretty. I'm getting painty fingers already. I love that. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get all the corners. Move those. Wipe this so I don't stick my finger in it again. Okay. I'll put my palette up here. And now I'm thinking about my page. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Part of me is feeling circles this morning, but like big blendy circles maybe. So I'm going to start with the pink. And I'm just going to do some big, but you do you. You do whatever you're feeling this morning. I'm going to do some more pink circles. Put this is my Bible mat, but it'll work on here for an art journal too. Just so I have, I think I want to do, there we go. I want to do some going off the page. I just love that technique. These are quite opaque this morning. I'm feeling like, well, look at the difference. This one's quite transparent. This one's more opaque. We'll see what happens when they dry. And see how they're kind of bleeding? I'm kind of taking that. Yep, I'm loving that. So I'm just going to keep going. I want to fill the whole page with circles. And then I'll kind of go from there, you know. Good morning, Laura. So Laura, this morning we started with a quote. And here's the quote. Well, Keely put the quote in the comments above, so you can go back and check that. But I will read it to you. The whole culture is telling you to hurry, while the art tells you to take your time. Always listen to the art. Good morning, Blendy. How are you? Hi, Donna. So I said that for me this morning, I wanted to start with my quote. I just I'm feeling like I do things always the other way. Like I start with my background and then my pieces above that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like this morning, let's start with our quote. And it's such a good quote, because isn't it what we've talked about so many times about just take your time. So I'm just starting with some random circles. And then I'll come in with some other circles. Do you know what I mean? I'll fill in as I go along, but I feel like I want to get like kind of a little bit of a composition going, and then I will, everybody take a drink, continue to fill as we go along. I think I'll go with green next. And I'm sometimes overlapping, sometimes not. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Ida. with the addition of each color. Oh, it's making me so happy. Like I feel it kind of coming together, you know? And I'm trying to space them out well, you know? Be strategic in my where I'm laying them out, each circle, but you know, if something happens and it doesn't work, well, then we make it work, right? Am I a little bit too low? Can you see my whole... Let's see if that works better. There, is that better? Can you see more? There. I think that's better. All right, we have yellow and orange still. So let's do yellow. Look at that, so pretty. I'm loving that it's all blendy like that. It's making me so happy. I hope you're having as much fun as me. I hope that you're enjoying the process. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much. Let's come in with orange. I feel like let's get that one bleedy into that one and bleedy into this one. And maybe even into the yellow. Yeah. I know this is a departure from where we usually go, but it's good to stretch your creative muscle every now and again, isn't it? I had another dentist appointment yesterday. I told Jeff, Laura, I am using the paint that I created with the Distress watercolor pencils, shavings. But you use whatever you're feeling this morning. Tammy said she's going to break out her Crayolas her Crayola paints this morning. I'm telling you, those Crayola paints have such vibrant, beautiful tones, and they dry with this crazy sheen. So, you know, you do whatever you're feeling this morning. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to use what I'm using. Let's do something orange over here, maybe. Okay. Because this one turned so greeny yellow, let's do another yellow. Oh, there you go, Keels. Perfect. So Tammy's using her Crayola paints. Keely's using her oxide ink pads. Let me know what everybody else is doing. What are you using? What are you creating with? I love that. I love that. Let's see. Let's go. Merp, merp, merp. Maybe we just start to make some smaller circles. Oh, I love when that happens. When they bleed into each other. It makes me so happy. Okay, let's try some more pink. I just want to fill my page. And this is so relaxing to just paint circles and circles and circles. It was very dreary here yesterday, and you know what? It's looking like today is going to be another dreary one. It's looking really overcast and just kind of gray outside, which is a good creative day, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad, Vicki. I'm so glad it's getting better little by little, day by day. Oh, it's dreary in Idaho too, Tam. But sometimes those are the best days to just stay home and... I know, don't you, Lynn? I know, I do too. I do too. Because sometimes when it's really sunny out, I feel like I should be outside. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why we do that to ourselves, but we do. Okay, I'm going to come in, do a little bit more blue. And you know what? I'm kind of digging the bits of white that are shining through, so I think I'm going to adjust. I thought I was going to fill the whole page, but maybe I'm going to leave some white, some nice contrast. So think about that too, that you can change right in the middle of the game. You can change direction because this is your painting. You do you. Some big, some small. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. Because next, I want to paint my flower. And whoops, is that the flower that I said I wanted to? Where are the other ones? Oh, remember I said I wanted to incorporate all of them. I don't know how, but I will. So let's start. Yes, Laura, that was, oh my gosh, that was very much at the beginning of COVID. And that's where I kind of started doing all of these online classes. And you know what? It was all about, I wanted to make art with some of my artsy friends. Ooh, there's an idea. There's an idea, Joni. I don't know. We gotta I told myself I was just gonna let it evolve to whatever it is. Let's see. I need to take a drink. I hope you all do too. Pull that over here. So let's go. I think I want to, this flower, I'm feeling like, what if I do the tippity top of this flower with yellows, the tips of the petals, and then we move into orange. And then let's go into pink. Oh my gosh, everybody's a beginner at something. Do you know what I mean? And one time I heard a person say these wise words, and it just stuck with me. She said that if you were a teacher, you should always take classes that it's a new something to you, because you want to remember what it's like to be a beginner. You want to remember and that you can learn something from everybody. I believe it was Julie Fayfan-Balzer who said that. I mean, there's nothing worse, and I'm sure you've gone to classes and you've observed this with other people. You've observed somebody in the class coming into the class thinking they already know everything. I just believe with my whole heart that we can, you can learn something from everyone. I don't care if it's a new way to hold your brush, or a new color combination, or a cool quote that they might tell you, or I don't know, whatever it is, you can learn something from somebody. And if you go into things with an open mind, you'll be so much happier. You'll be so much happier. This one, I'm feeling like, let's do some watery blue out here. And remember, I'm going to be fussy cutting these anyway, so I can overshoot the edges. And sometimes I really like that. I really like when the edges are kind of painty, you know. I'm feeling like, what if we come in the center? Because I really want to get that purple going, right? That's going to naturally happen. When the blue and the pink meet, do you see it? Oh, it's so pretty. That's kind of turning out pretty, isn't it? I don't know what I want to do with the center. So I'm just going to let this dry and then I'll figure it out. I just want lots of colorful flowers. This guy, I think I'm going to go yellow in the center. Maybe I'll blend it with a little bit of orange, but mostly yellow. Let that kind of percolate, do its thing. Think, what if we do a pink one? We haven't done anything that started out pink. Unless we do this aster pink, that would be pretty. What if we do yellow? We could do our petals bright yellow. Look how pretty that is. I have so many wet things now I need to take. Everything's wet. You know what I think I want to do? A little bit of orange at the right there. At the base of all of those petals. That's making me happy. Yep, I'm gonna leave that. Okay, so now that every single thing is wet and I need to wait for everything to dry, I'm gonna do a couple of commercials. Let's see. Whatever's sitting beside me, Lynn. But the ones that are usually sitting beside me, I almost always start with a number 4 connoisseur. That's almost always, or a number 4 round of kind of any of my billion brushes. Like this is just a part. This is just a little bit of my brushes. I have them all over my house, but I have a bunch of number 2, number 4, number 6 rounds, and that's I use mostly. So this Saturday is Let's Get Artsy with Our Bible, September 2022, and we are going to be creating this page, and we are going to be creating it with gouache. If you've never played with gouache, this is the time to check it out. Like I said, you can use this artwork in your art journal. If you're not a Bible journaler, you can just come to learn the techniques alone. Gouache is a different kind of beast. There are things that are unique to gouache, but we're going to do 2 techniques in this class. So this class is registration is open on my website and Corbiere-Scott under featured classes. Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles, September 2022. All of my classes are only $20. And then on Sunday, in Artsy Alchemy, we're going to play with even more gouache techniques. So, and we are going to pay tribute to Frida, who I adore. And so we're going to be creating this layout. And then once you create, and this, we're going to learn different techniques in this class. And then I really want everybody to take this entry into gouache and then grow with it. We will grow and grow and grow with it. So this class too can't wait. Is also, registration is open on my website. It's also only $20. I did want to say something that I hadn't said the other day, and I meant to. Please feel free to share these videos, my pop-in paint parties, in any groups that you're in, because maybe somebody out there, wants to start making art with you. Okay, let's go into it's spelled Gouache, but it is pronounced gouache, like GWASH. Gouache. And it's so much fun. And I have 3 different kinds of gouache that I'm going to be sharing with you. There's, so I'll be sharing with you the different properties of each of those kinds of gouache. There's things that you can only do with gouache that you can't do with acrylics or watercolors. But there's things that you can do with gouache that you can do with watercolors and you can do with acrylics. Oh my gosh. It's the best. Okay, so let's read today's comfort book entry. Peanut butter on toast. You will need 2 slices of bread, a jar of peanut butter. Method. Place the slices of bread in a toaster. Wait a minute or 2. Remove the toasted bread from the toaster and transfer to a plate. With a knife, spread the peanut butter generously onto one side of the toast. Spread the peanut butter with the knife always traveling in the same direction over the toast. I don't know why, it just feels better this way. Don't rush it. Set the mood of appreciation by moving the knife at a steady Tai Chi kind of pace. This moment should have the integrity of a religious ritual. Take the plate of toast to your favorite seat. Sit. Compose yourself. Be fully aware of how wondrous it is. Wait a second. Oh, sorry, I lost my place. How wondrous it is to be sentient. To be aware that you are not only alive as a human being, but as a human being about to eat some peanut butter on toast. Close your eyes as you take the first bite. Let your worries float by, untethered from their hooks, as you appreciate this living moment of taste and pleasure. If you don't like peanut butter, this ritual of gratitude and attentiveness has also been proven to work with marmalade. The end. Come on, that was a good one, wasn't it? I really liked it. And we just should take time to, like, just like taking time in our art, we should be taking time in the simple pleasures in life. Everybody take a drink. Oh, my water tastes so good this morning. Remember, if you are brand new here, please follow, like, and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just like Laura just found some old videos that I had posted from the beginning of the pandemic. There's all kinds of artsy stuff there. And I try to update things. I try to add things, I should say, to all of these social media platforms consistently. So as to follow, like, and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then please ask to join our 2 private Facebook groups. Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott and Stitch the States with Anne Corbiere-Scott. I would greatly appreciate it. All of my artsy, all things Anne and artsy can be found on AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. That's where all of my artsy classes and all of my art printables are located. All right, let's see what's dry. Well, this is not quite dry, but it looks like I could dry the last little bits. With my dryer. How are we doing on time, Keels? About 15 minutes. I love the juxtaposition of some of the circles are like perfect, right? Perfect round circles. And some of them are all bleedy and blendy. And oh, I love that. Got a big wet blob right there. It's just kind of bothering me. And I see another one there. And another one there. 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 Okay. So that is looking pretty good. Oh, I see some more. Yep. All right, let's see. So we still have this one. We need to do let's do pink petals on this one, I think. Oh, I almost spilled it. These are not in a palette just yet. So here's the other thing that's cool about making this paint with the shavings from your distress colored pencils. We can paint, so this is just watercolor paint, right? But then once it will dry hard, and then we can just reactivate it with water. So that's a cool thing to know, right? So let's go. I don't know that I'm going to use the word aster. I might use that. I don't know. I feel like I want to fussy cut these out and kind of overlap a little bit, maybe. That's what I'm just kind of feeling this morning. But if you're not feeling that, that's okay. You do you. Right? What if we put a little bit of blue down here, a little bit of pink, and mix those and create this really nice, look at that. Really digging that. There we go. I want to blend that out just a little bit. So I'm going to rinse my brush, tap, tap, tap on my paper towel, And then let's do that jiggy jaggy blend. There we go. Oh, I'm loving that. A little bit of that purple up here. Look at how pretty that is. I think I want to deepen my pink though. Sorry, you guys, I'm just getting in my zone here. I realize I'm not speaking. Sorry about that. I hope everybody's, I hope everyone's getting in their zone too. I hope. I like this, getting the same kind of tones. There we go. Yep, this is looking where I want it to go. Let that dry. That's so funny, Kales. Lunch is a good thing, right? Lunch is a very good thing. Let's pull some of this pink. Deepen that up a little bit. I hope you're having something delicious. Like something with those tomatoes from your garden. So it's looking like we're not going to be able to finish this during class. I know 1 hour is, it's a short period of time, but it's enough time to plant the seed, right? We've all planted the seed of our creative endeavor for the day, right? So I want everybody to make sure they, remember what I said about 10 minutes. Just find 10 minutes every now and again throughout your day. Add a little something here, add a little something there. It's a nice feeling. And it's kind of like coming to visit an old friend. You know what I mean? And let's do the center of this. Let's do those yellow also. Which Wendy's salad? Do you like the one with berries and chicken? That's my favorite Wendy's salad. And Culver's, the last time I went, they still had strawberry fields. You know, that's my favorite summer salad out and about. And they only have it certain times of the year. And I get so sad when it's not available anymore. Now I'm feeling like that's what I want for lunch. All right. Hi, Connie Johnson. How are you? What if we do yellow in the very center of this? And then these, we do green. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? So I wanted to reiterate my sweet spot creating wise is almost always water-based products, water-based mediums, right? And I love to watercolor. So think about, like, Keely is making watercolors out of her distress oxides. You can make watercolors out of these distress watercolor pencils. You can make watercolors out of gelatos. You can make watercolors out of art crayons, right? There are so many mediums that are not watercolors can be made into watercolors. So just know that Catherine Pooler ink pads can be made into watercolors. Distress ink pads can be made into watercolor. All those, if it's a water-based product, you can make it work as a watercolor. And then that's giving you a whole new use for that product, right? So just think about that. Oh, Culver's is the one that has strawberry fields, keels, not Wendy's. I like the taco salad too. I do. I don't love the apple pecan one is okay, but sometimes they use really tart apples, and I'm not a really tart apple person. Anyway, I hope that everybody had an amazing day and that you've started on this artistic journey and that we all work on it throughout the day, and then we post pictures of it in our Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott Facebook group. I would love to see what everybody creates. Remember today's quote: "The whole culture is telling you to hurry, while the art tells you to take your time. Always listen to the art," by Janot Diaz. Remember to always give the author of your quote credit. What was I going to say? Oh, and remember to check out my website for artsy classes and art printables. And remember that Let's Get Artsy with our Bibles, September 2022 is open for registration, and Artsy Alchemy 5 is open for registration. Those classes are both this weekend. This is our one weekend of the month where we have a big artsy weekend. Let's see, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, and remember, you could please share my videos here in any artsy groups you might be a part of. See what happens. Some other people that you might think might enjoy my style. Thanks so much, everybody. I am so grateful that you come and play with me, and that I can't wait to see what everybody creates with this, because we'll all have something totally different. And isn't that the best? We'll learn from each other until Saturday. I bid you adieu. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.